All right. Let's do this. Let's jump at this. Hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. If you know, you know. If you don't know, let me put you on. All right. My name is Mukhtar. I used to do the typical YouTube stuff, vlogs, mukbangs, and just different contents that will, stick to, and I could focus on more on that. But I've been working on my books and my podcast. I have a book published called, Common Sense, Something You Can't Buy. It's on Amazon, and my podcast, Plethora of Stories. I just have more time on that, and I had to put the YouTube thing on the side, and I'm back to it, kind of, sort of clean slate with this. So I am going to do a series. And why did my tone just change from excitement to to this? Like, okay, let me keep the same energy. So one topic that keep coming back to me is advising people gets annoying, especially if they don't ask for it. People don't like being told what to do. People don't like hearing information they did not ask for. And that is what this new series is about. And advice normally gets rejected for emotional purposes, for emotional reasons, before it's for logical ones. And most people, they think they're offering good word advice to people, helpful information, but the other person hears a threat if their pride, their independence is attacked or put into question. And the moment advice hits somebody's ego, their mind switches from listening mode to defense mode. And they are no longer asking if this information is going to be useful, helpful to them, or if they're being judged or being belittled. And things that people always overlook is the tone. We're advising somebody, the tone matters. The tone matters. I cannot emphasize that enough. The tone matters because two people could say the same thing, they could get two different reactions. Okay, if your tone comes out a little bit frustrated or a little bit, judgy, or what's the word I'm looking for? Superiority type, the message will feel like criticism, and people react to how something feels before they process it or what it means. People react to their feelings before they actually process, understand what the person's trying to say. So the tone matters. Two people will say the same thing, and they'll get two different reactions. And advice most of the time lands better when validation comes first, before correction. When you're advising somebody, you gotta tell them, the things they're good at, the things they have accomplished. Up them up, bring them up, boost them up, before you just start. You're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong. Don't do this and don't do that. Tone matters, right? The tone matters completely. And on top of that, timing. Before I continue with timing, let me finish off my train of thought. Advice lands better when there's validation before correction. When somebody feels understood, they are more open to being guided than, when they feel attacked. Now, continuing, timing matters. Timing matters when you say it, because when the person is upset and they don't want to hear something, or they're upset that something pissed them off, something got them riled up, something they're about to go berserk, you can't really give them advice. You got to let them cool off before you talk to them. You see what I'm saying? Because if I'm mad, I don't want to hear nothing. Let me cool off. When I'm cool, then you will, whatever you say will make sense. Then when the person is upset right now, or right then and then, you can't do that. Timing matters. Advice giving when somebody is emotional or is not asking for any useful input gets rejected, no matter how wise, how kind, how soft it comes out of your mouth. And sometimes stepping back is shown to have more powerful and more is been to be more useful than pushing forward at the moment of you think, the advice is that pulling back. All right, pull back. When the person is upset, don't do that. And when you're advising somebody, it feels lighter when he ends with a choice instead of pressure. Because take what fits, and that keeps somebody dignity intact and lowers resistance. You just can't say everything and all at the same time. You gotta know what and when to say it. Because if I'm upset about, I don't know, just something ridiculous, somebody ate my food, but you're telling me about money, it's like the thing they don't click. Yes, but no, that didn't make no sense. I just realized that did not make no sense. And we're not gonna scratch it off. We're just gonna keep it there. We're just gonna keep it going. That did not make no sense. But point is, advice felt lighter when he ends with a choice instead of pressure. Okay, take what fits and that keeps dignity intact and lowers resistance. Okay, good advice does not or is not just about being right. Good advice about being receivable. Does this person understand what I'm saying? Does this person understand the information? Does this person get what I'm saying? To be able to be receivable. You could say something, I go backtracking, you could say something in a tone that is more comfortable to that timing for that person. You just can't say anything and everything whenever you feel like it just because it's good information. It doesn't work like that. So before I blabber on and I go on and so forth and so forth, this is just a little sample of what everything else is going to be about. Everything is going to be added to my new series. And all right. So with this, and this is the foundation of my new series, because advice isn't just about what you say. It's about how, when, whether someone is ready to hear it, or if you're into real conversation like this, people, and if you're into conversation like this, please don't forget to show love. Subscribe. I'm back and I'm building this series weekly. So that means is I'll be posting weekly. If y'all get a ding on a Sunday,